Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Stephanie. Welcome if this is your first time tuning in. Each week I bring you 3 Akashic keywords as well as some oracle card guidance and some supportive crystal energy for the upcoming week so that you can make your way through it in the best way possible, with the most ease possible. That is our goal. So we are looking at the week of March 6th through the 12th, 2022 this week. If you happen to stumble across this guidance outside that time frame and it feels relevant to you, then it absolutely is relevant for you. Likewise, if a Thursday feels like a Monday energy for you this week, feel free to kind of switch things up. This is general energy for the general population, for the collective. So feel free to rearrange it in whatever way it feels most meaningful for you. That is fine. Your own guidance is your best guidance. So I do want to mention before we get into this week's guidance that I am doing a giveaway or a contest. Very simple to enter. What you'll do is go back to last week's video and just leave a comment on that if you want to be entered to win, for a chance to win a private reading with me. So it is in celebration of reaching 2,000 subscribers here on YouTube. And we did that on 2/22/22, which I thought was pretty darn amazing. So if you would like to enter to win, I will put a link to last week's video below. Just hop back to that one and leave a comment. That's all you need to do. And then I believe, I'd have to check my notes, but I believe I'll be announcing it in next week's video, the winner. So let us get started. I feel like we have a weird week coming up. I apologize in advance for that. I'm not sure what's going on astrologically. Maybe our astrology friend Tara can chime in below if she happens to watch the video this week. I just don't know if there is something astrologically that might be influencing the energy I'm picking up this week. But the 3 keywords or phrases that I got, and a couple of them are phrases this week that I got when I was working in the Akashic Records. The first one, and just hear me out, stay with me on this. It's not going to be a terrible week. It's just going to be a little bit funky, I think. So we'll see. The first one that I got, the first phrase that I got when I was working in the Akashic Records was imposter syndrome. So what that means to me is sort of self-doubt that prevents us from realizing our worth. Because it makes us feel anxious and it makes us feel intimidated and it makes us feel fraudulent sometimes at its worst. So it's like, am I really qualified to do this, or am I faking my way through it? And there are times in life that fake it till you make it energy is okay. Sometimes we need that to get the ball rolling, but there are other times that we need to feel really qualified, competent, and secure in what we're doing. So might be some old energies coming up, some old kind of fear-based energies, just some things that need to be released and worked through, because the message I'm getting is that yes, we have done the work over the past couple of years. We are qualified to do this. So it's not so much a moving into or dealing with imposter syndrome energy this week, it's a moving out of it. It's that stepping into the next energy, that moving through the doorway energy that has come up so frequently over the past couple weeks and couple months. So this is letting go of imposter syndrome. This is actually a good thing. It's a moving out of things that have been fear-based and holding us back, and a stepping into saying, yeah, I can do this. I'm competent. I have this. It might be new. I might have to ask other people for help. I might have to be shown how to do it the first couple times. Might not be really my wheelhouse, but I can learn. And knowing that we are multifaceted and we can do more than one thing in life. So moving out of that imposter syndrome and moving into, yeah, I might have to ask for helpful people to assist me, but I can do this. I'm worth it. And I bring things to the table that I can share with others as well. So that's our first energy this week. The second phrase I got is growing pains, which was kind of right on the heels of the imposter syndrome, but the moving out of the imposter syndrome energy this week. So growing pains, saying maybe we're going to be doing things that we're not really comfortable with. Like we're maybe pushing our boundaries as far as what our comfort zone is. And I feel like I'm using a lot of buzzwords this week and I don't mean to, but maybe, kind of stretching our boundaries as far as what we're comfortable with, and engaging in these growing pains and moving forward through them, leaving the imposter syndrome behind, leaving that self-doubt behind and saying, I can ask for help. I can get through this. Once I do it enough times, it will become second nature. I can become an expert at this. I can become proficient at this. We're not all good at everything the first time we try it. And sometimes we're not comfortable with things even after we do them 100 times, but we can become competent and proficient at them. They become part of what we do as these multifaceted beings. So growing pains also maybe this week needing to ask for help, or maybe needing to really buckle down, focus, and pay attention to how to do things in order to master something and kind of put it in your tool belt for the next time you need it. And then the third word is Epiphanies. So this one sounds much more than the first two, right? But if you look at the meaning of what an epiphany is, it's a revelation. It is also, biblically, if you look at the biblical meaning of it, it's the manifestation of a divine reality. So these things we've been working on are coming to fruition. The things we want, even if they've only been in our imagination, the things we've been working on, our wheels have been turning, they're moving into our reality. So maybe having some epiphanies as far as how we're going to bring them in, having epiphanies on who to connect with to assist us, having epiphanies on how to move out of old energy and into who we want to be now, and telling those new stories, creating our new reality. So letting go of imposter syndrome, maybe having a short period of growing pains, that's okay. And then epiphanies that lead us into that new open door, into that new way of being. Phew, I felt like that was longer than usual. Okay, so let's talk about our crystal energy. Our crystal energy this week, and if you tune in regularly, you know that I draw the cards ahead of time, but I do not peek at them. So we all look at them at the very same time. So this week, we're going to use Healing Crystals deck number 2 for our crystal energy. We're going to use our Affirmators for our Sunday energy. I felt like we needed that after that kind of stuff that came out of the Akashic records. We need some affirmations. And then we're going to use the Whispers of the Ocean Oracle deck for the remainder of the week. So our crystal energy is going to be the Blue Star Sapphire, which I really like. So also interesting to note, I know this happened last week, but lots of blue so far this week. And blue is kind of third eye chakra. So that's our intuition, letting ourself be our own guidance system and really tuning into those epiphanies that are coming our way. So the 3 keywords for the Blue Star Sapphire are spirituality, insight, and focus. I feel like that's perfect for this week, like getting ourselves through these energies we're moving through. Spirituality, being tuned into our higher self and that guidance that's coming to us through these epiphanies. Insight's coming to us through that same energy. And then focus, really, I think I mentioned kind of buckling down and getting through this and knowing that you're worthy and you bring a lot to the table as well. So the affirmation or mantra you can work with this week is, I am open to the beauty and wisdom of the universe. So being open to those epiphanies that are coming your way. I completely forgot my little holder this week. So I'm just going to lay these down. I usually have a handy dandy little holder here so you can look at them the whole time, but I don't have that this week. Screenshots. If one is especially relevant for you this week, you can always leave a comment and timestamp it so you can skip back to it later, or you can just take a screenshot. I'll try to hold them up a little longer this week. So then our Sunday energy from the Affirmator deck, this is perfect. This is perfect. It is the Confidence card. So if you want to take a screenshot of that, you can. Self-explanatory. How do you get rid of imposter syndrome? Through confidence. It says, in this moment, I take a step back and look at myself with the pride of a good mother. I see an abundance of abilities and talents that show up all the time in big and little ways. If I could stick myself on the refrigerator, I would. I would invite all the neighbors over and say, look at that. Can you believe what an A+ this is? So I feel like this is the absolute perfect energy because we're not stuck in imposter syndrome. We're just recognizing that we may have felt that way in the past and it may have been limiting us through some limiting beliefs. And we're recognizing that and saying, okay, that's not the story I tell anymore. And you're doing this through a sincere confidence. You may go through some growing pains. You may have some learning to do. You may have some epiphanies about who you are, but through confidence. And this is not egoic confidence. This is confidence that says, I'm ready to learn. Then you move through that and into your true authentic self. And we always connect with the right people when we are being our true authentic self. So confidence, that is absolutely perfect for this week. And then Monday we have, this is good too, also blue. This is the total submersion card, and it says, don't be afraid to totally immerse yourself in a project, interest, or goal. Give it 100% of your energy and you may find what your life has been lacking. So this is the same exact energy. Totally immerse yourself in a project, interest, or goal. Give it 100% of your energy and you may find what your life has been lacking. So this is, you know, maybe the growing pains associated with the growing pains a little bit, but also the epiphanies that when you dig down and you're really working on something, you know how like when you really get in that zone and you're really into a project you're working on, you lose track of time. It's that total submersion, immersion, and being really open to the epiphanies that can come when you're in that zone. So then Tuesday, we have empower yourself, also all about moving out of the imposter syndrome, through the growing pains and into the epiphany zone. Empower yourself says, tune into your personal power. You are more than able to handle the situation facing you. Allow yourself to be the strong, beautiful person you are capable of being. So this is again about authenticity. It's about, you know, that moment of revelation, that epiphany of knowing that you are competent and being confident in your own abilities. And knowing also that you don't have to have all the answers right now. But as long as you are working on things from a place of truth and authenticity and joy, that things will unfold as they are supposed to for you. And you'll be connected with the right resources. So then Wednesday, we have distinctive potential. It says, rely on your faith and the knowledge that nothing is impossible. Use your determination to hang in there until you realize a goal. So I feel like this is really connected to the growing pains energy that came out, which is interesting because the growing pains is the middle of the 3 and this is midweek. So also just recognizing that around Wednesday, you may be feeling those growing pains, rely on your faith and the knowledge that nothing is impossible. Use your determination to hang in there until you realize a goal. So Wednesday maybe being that day of the week that you're like, what am I doing? Is this project even worth it? What am I doing here? And knowing that, yes, it has distinct potential. It has distinct potential because only you can do it. So that's our Wednesday energy. Thursday, resilience. So we're still in that kind of same energy, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe working on some projects, wondering how we're going to really bring them into reality. And this saying there's no need to rush or push. This is a time to take things as they come. You have the determination and patience to handle what is happening. So I feel like Wednesday, Thursday, that's our growing pains energy. That's our movement through it. And this is like saying, I mean, look how sea turtles just kind of float through the water, right? They're not like struggling against the current to get where they don't belong and do things that they don't enjoy. They're just going with it. So, and they do have a lot of power. They can propel themselves forward when they need to. So be the sea turtle Wednesday and Thursday. Go up toward the light when you need to, take a big breath of fresh air, come back down, propel yourself forward. You can do this. And then our Friday energy is unexplained wonder. So this is the 44 card. I have to mention that. That's my super lucky number. 44 is unexplained wonder. And it says magical blessings and miracles are occurring in your life. All your prayers are answered now. So I do really feel like this reading is unfolding more chronologically than most this week. And we do have the growing pains energy I'm getting for a lot of people Wednesday and Thursday. And then Friday, we kind of are headed back up to the surface. And it says, you know, I feel like Friday is the day where we move into the epiphanies. I don't remember this happening before in collective readings about the Akashic keywords being chronological, but I feel like we start the week in that Imposter Syndrome, and then we move into the Growing Pains Wednesday and Thursday, and then Friday, this energy, about moving back up toward the light. You can see the surface, you can see where you're supposed to go. Also corresponds to that Epiphanies keyword at the end of the week. So I feel like everything's very chronological, or more chronological than most weeks. Magical blessings and miracles are occurring in your life. All your prayers are answered now. So moving out of the Growing Pains energy on Friday and into sort of what we need becoming available to us. And then Saturday. This is definitely chronological this week. This is interesting. Saturday is help appears in various ways. So this is definitely out of the Growing Pains energy into the Epiphanies, into the helpful people, into things that we didn't even know existed being made available to us. Avenues and sources of support that we didn't even know were available being made available to us. And that comes in through the unexplained wonder, things we didn't know existed. And then the help appears in various ways. It says there is so much support for you. Sometimes you may get so adrift, you forget to look to the support systems that are with you continually. So looking for those helpful people, looking for those resources, and knowing that they can come to us in ways that we're not even aware of. And that's where the Epiphanies come in. So really moving into the Epiphany energy Friday and Saturday, and being open through our intuition to recognize those things when they come in and say, aha, I know what this is about. So that is our Saturday energy. I think it's a great way to wind up the week. So really a week of being aware, and maybe coming back and revisiting this video or making some notes or taking some screenshots. I just really I have a feeling I don't think I've had before for a collective reading, that this is going to be for a lot of people very chronological guidance, like grouped as Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So kind of tucking that into your pocket for this week, remembering it if you need to. So that is our guidance for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a great week. Let me know what epiphanies you have and how things are working out for you, and I will see you next week.